Okay, blessings everyone. I just want to warn everybody that there's going to be disturbing content here. So it's an underlining, it's like a double message. Okay, what I'm about to show you with this Corona's public information film. Okay, which is being called a commercial. This was done in 1970. Okay, so in 1970, there's a lot of red thrown in here, like you can see that whether anyway, just it's all coded, and I'm not going to stop and pick this out or pick that out. I'm just going to play this through. Okay, so again, there's some triggers. There's trigger warnings here. So again, with caution. 1970.
Coronavirus is a deadly coughing disease that hangs about in the air and is passed from person to person. You must always stay alert, and if you feel like you can sense coronavirus, get indoors, fast. If you're away from home, drop face first to the ground. In this position, the only cavity exposed is the anal duct, and that should not pose a problem so long as you're wearing trousers. When you're back inside, clean your hands with a strong disinfectant, and stockpile as many antibacterials and toilet rolls as you can. You'll be needing these. If you don't have an indoor toilet, cut a hole in your favorite chair and stick a bucket underneath. If you don't have chairs, dig a hole for yourself somewhere inside the house.
Unreal.
During a coronavirus outbreak, anyone you see could be a carrier. This includes your teacher, your local policeman, even the nice couple you meet down the park. You'd think you'd always be safe with nice men like these who like to hang around children's playgrounds. This man looks nice.
I'll bet you can't catch me.
But look a bit closer. He's a carrier. You probably feel safe inside a car, but even a car can be a carrier. If you cough on a car, that car becomes a carrier, which is why scientists now sometimes refer to the coronavirus as the car owner virus.
Hello, young lady.
This girl doesn't know it, but if she gets into the car, she'll become a carrier.
No, thank you.
Janet, would you like to know why you shouldn't have gotten into that car? It could have put you in great danger.
You mean sort of like when Johnny hits me and pulls me, my hair, when we have a row?
No, it could have given you a deadly virus.
You mean do something rude to me?
No, not like that either, but you should go home now before you cause any more trouble. Carriers come in all shapes and sizes, so it's important when you're out and about to note down anyone you see coughing or wheezing.
Hey, what are you doing? Taking that man's number. Who do you think you are, a Sweeney or something? Shut up, it might be serious.
When you return home, immediately call the police and notify them of any person you've seen who you think is or might be a carrier.
And, had brown eyes.
What sort of coat was he wearing?
I can't really remember because he was inside all the time.
I see.
It's actually unlikely that coronavirus will affect us for at least, I'd say, 50 years. And it's important to remember that the world will be very different in half a century's time. Nursing, for instance, will be almost unrecognizable. They certainly won't be muddling around with these old gadgets. We expect hospitals will look something like this. And our world leaders won't be human beings. They're more likely to look like this. Ultra-intelligent supercomputers, processing vast quantities of information faster than any human mind. So with these men in charge, coronavirus should be stopped in its tracks in no time. Are you ready, Hugo?
We're all set here, sir.
I saw it a long time ago, and I went, it looks like he's got a plate on his forehead. So if you look at that $20 bill right side up, Jackson's forehead does not look correct. I was like, it looked like a plate on his forehead. You know why? Because it was a N95 mask. Right there it is. So, the N95 mask, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N. N is 14. I read their language. 1495. Idolatria, image worship, idol. And it's idolatry, and they worship the host body system. The host body system is an idol. So, you're wearing your N95 mask, and there it is, right there on the $20 bill. Just right there along with the bomb, look, right along with the bombing of the Twin Towers, right along with all the other bombings hidden on the U.S. currency. Let me see what I did with those. So, right along with all the other bombings, there's the Twin Towers. On the back of the Twin Towers, there's the Pentagon. Let's see. There's the Pentagon. Here is an old $10 bill. Most people have never seen it. The old $10 bill shows the Twin Towers literally falling in its own footprint. Most people have not seen the old $10 bill. There it is. That's the Twin Towers falling in its own footprint. I got a hold of one. So how come I can show you all the bombings of all the buildings in the United States printed on U.S. currency? No one else could do that. There's no one. Anyone says they did it on YouTube, wrong. You're talking to the guy that the Lord revealed it to. He revealed it to me as a system. You simply make a pyramid out of the bill, and then you turn it upside down, and there's their plans. Those who try and hide their plans, they turn everything upside down. And who is they? The pyramid. All-seeing eye. The Egyptian pantheon of gods. So, the Lord showed me their system. So, as he showed me their system, I just, as the new bills came out, all I did was go over the same folding pattern and turn it upside down, and the Lord would reveal what it was, and he gave me a prophetic utterance that was out before the new $100 bill came out. Water as high as the walls of Jerusalem, that's a tidal wave. That's on the $10 bill, the new one. Out of the sea shall come fire and smoke and a devouring wind. That's a nuke. That's the new $100 bill that came out in 2014. I prophesied that in 2008. There you go. There it is. And I'm going to show you the 3 layers of ink. Now, guess what's on the new 20? Oh no, everybody wearing a mask. I saw it a long time ago. I was like, that's weird. It looks like he's wearing a mask. But back in, 2003, 2010, 2013, I was like, well, it didn't really make any impact on me because I thought, whatever. It didn't really have anything to do with anything. Now it has everything to do with everything. He's wearing a mask. Watch. Let's look at it. Okay, so here it is, side by side with the guy wearing a mask. You can see right here. Look right here. Look at the different. See, it's even 3D right here. Follow the line right here, right there. So I'm going to enlarge this. I'm going to kick it up, enlarge it. There you go. Look at the ink right there. See the ink? Hang on. See the ink right here? Look at the ink right here. See that ink? They bend it. It's got bends in it. But there's a distinct line right here. Follow my cursor. See it? See this distinct line right here? There you go. And so, right here. Now, here's another thing right here. Just to be blunt, you see this right here? That's the same thing as the hieroglyph of Akhenaten and Nefertiti. That right there, with like the neck of the alien, and that would be the penetration right there. And there's your idolatry, because the human host body is idolatry. Now, let's look. There's the eye. There's the eye. There's the mask. There's the eye. There's the eye. There's the mask. Oh my gosh. So, if you don't believe that that's what you're looking at, you're at the wrong channel. That's exactly what it is. I saw it a long time ago. I just was like, it didn't mean anything to me then. It means everything now. So, never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you, never gonna make you cry, never gonna say goodbye, never gonna tell a lie, hurt you, never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you, never gonna make you cry, never gonna say goodbye, never gonna tell a lie. We've known each other for so long. Your heart is aching, but you're too strong to say. Inside, we both know what's been going on. We know the game we're gonna play. And if you ask me how I'm feeling, don't tell me you're too blind to see. Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around inside you, never gonna make you cry, never gonna say goodbye, never gonna tell a lie. Hurt you, give you up, let you down, run around inside you, make you cry.
Okay, I needed to come back here. I wanted to share something with you. Now, when I mentioned holy laughter, now the laughter, what got me going was, I said here, $29 bill. That's what started. It's what, started the laughter with me, because I thought, wow, this is all about David, because my brother David died at the age of 29, which really shot me straight back to Jesus. And I really started to think about what Jesus had told me through the visions concerning my brother, where he showed me his grave through these three visions. So this was really standing out to me, and I thought right away, I'm remembering what Jesus had done with giving me the three visions concerning my brother David. I remember in a comment just not too long ago, I said beloved, and I said David. So it was very strong that the name David, my brother, was coming forward like this, And so then I remembered there was two verses that I had written down that morning, the morning that this video was taken and put out by Brother Nolan's Soap Ministry. And when I went back and I looked at, $29 bill, okay, that's when I remembered the two verses. Now, these two verses, I'm going to read here. It's Deuteronomy 25, 17, and 18. Okay. Remember what Amalek did unto thee by the way, when ye were come forth out of Egypt, how he met thee by thy way, and smote the hidmost of thee, even all that were feeble behind thee, when thou wast faint and weary, and he feared not God. So then I looked up Amalek. Okay. And this, like I say, this is how God works. This is how Jesus works with us. Okay. out here. This is in the comment section. Okay, so it says, thank you. This really helped. I couldn't have put it together as well as you did here. Remember what Amalek did unto thee by the way when ye were come forth out of Egypt, how he met thee by thy way and smote the hidmost of thee, even that were feeble and behind thee, when thou wast faint and weary, and feared not God. So then I went into finding out a little bit more. So I went Amalek, spiritual warfare. And I found out that Amalek represents the city of war, whereas Israel represents the city of God. And apparently the Amalek clan is in Canaan was founded by a grandson of Esau. So I believe you can look at this at Genesis 36, 12, and 16. Although Amalek is also described as the first among the nations. So here again we are finding Esau, okay, founded by a grandson of Esau. Again, we know Edom. Here we have, okay. All right. Yeah, so I really would recommend that you look into this just a little bit here. Okay. Which I'm going to be doing myself personally. So the 29, bringing me right back to Jesus, bringing me to my brother David. And again, it was all coming together for me here. Now, also, I wanted to just say here and explain that this mask here with the negative, with Jonathan Kleck here, I was looking for this for a while. It wasn't just an overnight thing. I just remember him doing a video about the dollar bill, the $20 bill, and the mask. And I was waiting for him to explain or to talk about his negative, which again appears to be him wearing a mask. And this was back in 2011 that you see this here. This is 2011 here that you see this. And he boasts of it, he puts it up there. He's pretty, impressed by it. So it's obviously that, it moved him that he puts it right there along with everything else. But he doesn't mention it when he brings up the video when he's talking about the $20 bill and the mask. Why doesn't he bring this up? It was important to him. He's got it on Facebook. Now here's a closer shot. Here, this is on Facebook. Jonathan Kleck's photos in profile pictures here. Okay, Jonathan Kleck. All right, so it's all here. Okay. Like this page, February 1st, 2012. Okay, Jonathan Kleck. And then there you have it. Okay, him wearing the mask. Now, why did he not bring this up? Just asking. I find it interesting. Okay. So there you go. So this here, it goes back to 2011, but then on his Facebook, 2012. Okay. This would be what would we call this? We would call this the spirit of Amalek. Right? The spirit of Amalek. This is what I see playing out here. This is the devil's devices. This is Satan's devices. We know this. And they're going to be used against us. The spirit of Amalek. Okay, so I'm going to close with this, all right? I wasn't going to put this in, but because of the timestamp and what's going on here with time, I thought it would be appropriate just to finish with this part of it anyway. This will be, part of part 2, okay? Now, I'm going to play this out. This is a testimony of his. Now, again, this is the video that was in question when Brother Nolan, Soap Ministry, received a correction from Brother Gene. Now, everything is good here. Now, when Soap Ministry received and accepted the correction, he also added a cartoon, which was Spiderman. And again, this was very significant. And so I followed through with it, and I looked into this, the Spider-Man cartoon. And it was just amazing to me because everything that was in this cartoon was everything that I was talking about concerning this man and his testimony. So it's all going to start coming together. I just want to play this out, and then I will finish with this, and then I will continue. But it won't be out today, but soon, okay? As soon as I can get it out. So I'm just going to finish with this. Now, we're going to listen to his testimony, okay? And then I am going to show you my findings with Spider-Man and the connection here with the spiritual warfare of Amalek. So I don't know how to pronounce that. Amalek? Okay, so let's just listen to his testimony here.
I've been cutting up some oak today, and I had some work I had to get done and help a friend out. I'm ready to deliver what's been delivered to me. Again, I want everyone to understand something. I'm a conduit for information. Spiritual gifting is just being a conduit. Example. There's videos on YouTube where I had some work I had to get done and help a friend out. I'm ready to deliver what's been delivered to me. Again, I want everyone to understand something. I'm a conduit for information. Spiritual gifting is just being a conduit. Example. There's videos on YouTube where I recorded the plumber that was working on this house named Juan. The guy was blind in one eye, and the Lord told me to lay hands on him in front of this house, and it was very awkward. I did what the Lord said. I laid hands on Juan, and Juan's sight came back in a tunnel underneath this very house that we were in, and I recorded it on my cell phone in the tunnel. I took up my cell phone, and he gave a testimony.
Got weak, scared.
What are you going to do with that?
Don't be afraid, Margaret. It'll transform you. You'll be able to heal any wound, replace any limb. First you, then everyone. Once I connect the neogenic recombinator to these electrical conduits, I can reach every home in the city. Every man, woman, and child. I can love them. No more suffering. No more pain. I need your hands to operate it for me. I need your hands to operate it for me. I can't grasp the other human got weak, scared.
What are you going to do with that?
Don't be afraid, Margaret. Once I connect the neogenic recombinator to these electrical conduits, I can reach every home in the city. Every man, woman, and child. All of them. No more suffering. No more pain.
Cutting up some oak today, and I had some work I had to get done and help a friend out. I'm ready to deliver what's been delivered to me. Again, I want everyone to understand something. I'm a conduit for information. Spiritual gifting is just being a conduit. Example. There's videos on YouTube where I recorded the plumber that was working on this house named Juan. The guy was blind in one eye, and the Lord told me to lay hands on him in front of this house, and it was very awkward. I did what the Lord said. I laid hands on Juan, and Juan's sight came back in a tunnel underneath this very house that we were in, and I recorded it on my cell phone in the tunnel. I took up my cell phone, and he gave a testimony.
Okay, I am running out of time here, so again, I will be back, and I will be discussing more on my findings because of this video that I had to come back and take another look at, because we're looking at the opposite here. We're looking at mind control. We're looking at the spiritual warfare. And now we're looking at Amalek, right? Okay, so no fear, be love, and give hope. All right, talk to you soon. God bless you all. Keep your armor on.